Hello and happy Wednesday. It's time for Coffee and Conversation with Jennifer, Simplicity Coach. And I want to remind you that organizing is not complicated, time is sacred, and money is a renewable resource. So good Wednesday afternoon to you, wherever you are. And I hope you're having a great week. This week's topic is one, honor the discomfort, and then two, now can you consider more? So I'll ground this with more of a specific example. When it comes to clutter and the desire to simplify, we can experience the discomfort of knowing that we want to have less, that we want to be more simple in our homes, but yet we're pretty overwhelmed on how to get there. And instead of honoring the discomfort of having too much or being too busy, we tend to want to organize our way out of that discomfort, and we're looking for easy solutions. And there are some easy solutions to getting organized that could have a massive impact on simplifying anyone's life, but they don't work and they don't stick if you don't first honor the discomfort. And it's common to be uncomfortable with feeling like you have too much, feeling like you want to get rid of things, don't know where to start, don't know where to let it go. Like you're just ready to get things out of the house, but I don't know where to take it. I want to have conversations with parents about not giving little Johnny and little Sarah so many gifts for birthdays and Easter and all these little silly holidays where grandparents can tend to send a lot of junk home, or just give kids a bunch of junk. It's common. The holidays are coming up, so that's a really triggering time for people who want to simplify, who want to let things go. And if you don't first honor the discomfort, then it tends to come back up. So in the personal development world, there is this saying that if you don't learn the lesson from a test, then it's going to keep showing back up, and it's going to show up more often and with more intensity until you learn the lesson. And it's the same with stuff. It's the same with clutter. It's the same with being busy. If we just keep trying to organize our way out of the mess, finding the easy, quick solutions and not really paying attention to the underlying emotions or the underlying feeling, then it's just not gonna stick. The clutter is more than likely going to come back. The busyness is more than likely going to come back, because in the process of moving through the discomfort is where the lessons are, and that's where the change happens. So whenever I'm organizing privately with clients, I require them to work with me. I don't do it for them. I mean, I could, it would be faster, but it's, there's so many lessons within the process that I want them to go through that process with me, because if they don't, they're going to call me back in a couple months, and I don't want them to do that. I want them to get their stuff out and you move through the discomfort. So one, can you honor the discomfort? So if you're feeling any discomfort with how much stuff you have or how busy you are, can you sit with that and can you honor it? And can you kind of feel those feelings, and or just, kind of row in a boat and let the feelings swim around you, and you're just sort of looking at them. You're like, okay, so this is how I'm feeling about things. This is how I'm feeling about responsibilities and priorities, and just getting a level of awareness on them. And then from there, now can you imagine more? And the point of organizing, the point of simplifying is, what is it that you want to achieve? It's kind of like losing weight. What is it that you want out of the journey of losing weight? Do you want more energy? Do you want to be able to do more things with your kid or with your friends? Do you want to be able to hike without getting winded? Do you want to be able to fit into a size 4 again? Whatever the results are that you're looking for, your why. It's the same with simplifying. So what is it that you want to imagine? What better, what more are you hoping to get out of this journey? Is it more space? Is it more freedom? Is it more time? Is it more clarity? More purpose? Clutter is really angering, and it's really, really heavy. And within that comes a whole lot of stuff, especially for women. Responsibilities, taking care of others, always putting others first, self-sacrificing, being busy, never taking time for themselves, eating on the run, eating bad, not working out, gaining weight, sometimes shopping to escape. Also, another common escape tactic is scrolling social media. Then that subconsciously can make you feel bad, and it's really easy to say, oh, but that doesn't bother me. It does. It does. For all of us, that's just how it's designed. Like, we can't rewire our brain to be like, oh, this doesn't bother me. Subconsciously, it gets us on another level that we just don't have access to. So yes, it is important to think about what it is that you can imagine on the other side of the journey of letting things go. And the journey doesn't have to be long and hard. In fact, it can be really simple and straightforward and a lot of fun depending on how you approach it. So can you honor the discomfort? And now from that, can you imagine more? What can you imagine more of? More time, more space, more freedom, more ability to have people over if you wanted, more opportunities to travel. And it comes down to, space physically and space in your calendar and also space in your finances. Clutter costs a lot of money. That stuff didn't just walk in the house by itself and was just free. Most of the time that stuff is purchased. Either you purchased it or someone else purchased it. And it takes up space and it takes up dollars, and the stuff sitting around isn't actual dollar bills. We tend to think that it is, but it's stuff. That money was spent a long time ago when those things were bought. So letting that go, that guilt go of, gosh, I feel like that I wasted money. Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes it's just a waste of money. It's okay. You don't have to feel guilty about it. You don't have to shame yourself over and over and over for it. Just learn the lesson and move on. Otherwise, it's going to continue to show up more regularly and with more intensity. So honor the discomfort. I really see this a lot of where women don't want to honor the discomfort that comes from, one, being busy, two, being a little bored by not having a big purpose, or feeling like, am I really just here to be mom and to take care of my kids and to shuttle them around and cook them dinners? And I love my kids so much, but like, is that it? And my husband's like off doing his career and his thing, but what about me? And so there's some boredom in there. And also just looking around and feeling, some guilt and shame as to the state of a home. And I've been in many homes, from a little small home that's cluttered, you can barely get in, to the big fancy homes that don't really look cluttered, but you open drawers and doors and look under beds and like, oh, there it's hiding. I see it now. So it's not just a one size fits all, but the effect is the same. So where can you imagine more? What do you want on the other side of simplifying? And it's okay if it's actually a really simple answer. It probably is. More time for you, more space to think about what's next, more quiet, more just time alone, solitude, to think about what it is that you want, what are you doing, reevaluating, and returning to you. That's why I named the blog and the Facebook group that, because I truly believe that the process of simplifying, learning to say no, setting boundaries on time, on money, on stuff, is one of the beginning processes of returning back to that authentic you that tends to get buried under all those responsibilities, those roles, those to-dos, those obligations, and all that stuff. So I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week, and catch me next week, Wednesdays, 3 p.m. for Coffee and Conversation. And I hope you have a good one. If there's anything you want me to talk about, just pop it below in the comments, and happy to add that to the calendar for September. Next week's topic is, the burden of more. I like to talk about that. When more leads to less, or the burden of having more. So anyways, have a great week. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.